Alright guys, we're doing a great song today, one that I really like. It's a hard request, but it's called Kiss on My List by Hall & Oates. A great song that I remember being in the back of my dad's car, listening to it on the radio. They played it, just seemed like back to back, back when it was a hit song. But let's do some of it here. Because your kiss is on my list. Because your kiss is on my list. And so forth. Hello, I'm Sean Cheek. Welcome to my easy piano lessons. I always put the free part 1 on YouTube, and the rest of the lessons are on my website, webpianoteacher.com, along with thousands of other whiteboard lessons that I've done over the years. My other site is called SeanCheek.com. If you want to learn how to read real music notation, which some of you do, that's the site to do that on. I've got sight reading lessons, and you also have downloadable printouts on this site, on SeanCheek.com, of sheet music. There are no printouts on this one, although a lot of people still print out the whiteboard easily from their computer. But find out what I'm doing on Facebook. Just do a Facebook, also on Twitter. Do a Facebook or Twitter search for Web Piano Teacher, and you'll find me. See what I'm up to, what's coming up for the websites. If you'd rather have DVDs instead of website memberships, go to SeanCheekblog.com and click on the correct tab there, and you'll be able to order DVDs. Some people like to have, you know, something they can hold and instead of a website membership. So there we go, enough advertising. Again, this is a hired request, so someone hired me to do this. I will take hired requests again at some point. I typically just make a list, you know, at a certain time. I'll take them, and then that's it. I won't take any more until I finish that group, and then I'll take another set. So I've got about 10 more or so after this one. Then I'll take some more. So let's start here. What we have is on my keyboard here is a cheap Casio, but it's a wonderful keyboard. I love it. I have layered an electric piano sound that's kind of a bell sound, and I have it layered with a piano sound, just a kind of a bright piano with an electric piano layered. So that's kind of, you know, trying to imitate that keyboard sound a little bit. You know, the keyboard sound of the 80s, you know. So if it sounds a little different to you, that's what I'm doing. We're going to start with just these chords in the right hand. And I will mention to you, the accents on this really matter in this song. You don't just want to go. You've got to accent certain chords. See how some of them I hit more than others? And that's why I have some chords in parentheses, because this is not going to sound right unless you do that. Okay? So, and I'll show you when that comes, but you have to be able to play some chords loud and then back off. And that's what really gives it kind of an echoey sound, you know? So we start off with a G chord in the right hand, B, D, G. We do that again. Okay, and I'm just using 1, 2, 5. And then we're going to go to C, E, G. You want to make sure also when you're playing these repeated chords like this that you're not tense. You got to stay loose. You know, I'm just doing like that. If you got any arm fat, it should be jiggling when you do this. You want to stay loose. You don't want to tense up, because then that's not good. Tension is not good. So stay loose. Have some cushion in your hand. So we have 2 G chords, then we go to C, E, G. Now we're going to continue with the C chord, C, E, G. And then I have this one in parentheses because you're not going to play that one very loud. Okay, if I just played the loud stuff, okay, and that you really hear the accented beats there. So don't play this one too loud. And then we play this one louder. C, E, G again. And then we have B, D, G 2 times loud. And then we're going to have B, D, G softer 3 times. That's why I have a 3 there. 1, 2, 3. So we have, hear that? And then later you can just kind of feel it instead of counting everything. But alright, so definitely start off slow. And then in the left hand we have a C octave. Now, in these keyboard things, you know, in the 80s, yeah, the keyboard player may just be playing their right hand and no left hand at all. I don't know, I don't remember the video or what's going on, but you definitely need a C octave in the left hand. You can just vamp, you know, that octave there, that C octave. So we have, if you have trouble doing that in your left hand, I'd play it one time here and then play it again here. And again, I don't hear this in the recording. I'm just giving you something to play. We got to play some left hand if we're playing piano solo. So play it again here, definitely. So, okay. And then we're going to get to this measure A, C, G. So we play it one time loud. We're going to play it 2 times soft. And then we're going to go back to B, D, G. And then we're going to play B, D, G again, but softer because it's in parentheses. And then 2 times loud. 1, 2. And then we're going to go to a C minor 7. This is what's so cool about this chord progression here. I like going to that C minor 7. So B flat, E flat, G. And then let's try this measure slow. So left hand still on C for that hole, and you're just vamping on it. So right here, 1, 1, 2. It's kind of hard to start in the middle of that measure, but or start right here. It's kind of weird starting there, but okay, it really sounds better if we connect it to the beginning. So let's do that. It's also more difficult to play it slower and hit the accents, to me. It's easier to go faster. Because I know the song, it's in my head, you know, since I was a kid. And, you can just kind of feel it that way. So you may find that once you speed it up, it's easier to do it. But don't be discouraged if you find it difficult to do the accents playing it slowly. It's harder to hear it that way. But we got to play it slow, right, to start. We have to start somewhere. So B flat, E flat, G again, loud, and then 2 times soft, like it says, 1, 2. We're still on the C chord, C octave on the left hand. All right, so let's do the whole board now, slowly first. Ready and go. Now let's do it fast. Okay, and you may want to change up the accents a little bit because the keyboard player doesn't play it exactly the same every time because you're going to do this more than once. So don't get too hung up on the accents. Just make sure it, you know, sounds like the original. We can go overboard with trying to play exactly like the artist does. We really can. So I always call it, you know, a waste of life. It really is. So, you know, make it sound like the original as much as you can, but don't beat yourself up if you're not doing exactly what I do or so forth. So anyway, here you have your free part 1. Enjoy the rest of it on webpianoteacher.com. I will talk to you guys later.